Lagi bang mainit ang ulo ninyo sa inyong mga anak? Minsan naiirita ka agad. Maliit na bagay lang pero galit na kaagad kayo. Pagkatapos nun, may guilt kayong nararamdaman. Kahit na alam nating mali, kahit ayaw nating sumigaw, parang automatic na lang, di ba? At pagkatapos nun, guilt. At malulungkot din kayo. Ayaw rin nyo naman na mainit ang ulo nyo sa inyong anak. But I want you to know this. Ang pagiging mainitin ng ulo sa inyong anak doesn't mean that you're a bad parent. Madalas, may malalim na dahilan yan. The first reason may be stress. Imagine your brain is like a stress bucket. Tuwing may problema sa work or kulang kayo sa tulog, may away sa partner o kaya traffic sa EDSA. Or minsan, sobrang dami lang nating iniisip. Idadagdag nyo yan sa stress bucket. Pag puno na, kahit anong maliit na bagay ang ginawa ng anak nyo, nag-o-overflow na yung stress bucket. According to research, when the stress response is activated, the logical side of our brain, or the part that helps us think and stay calm, shuts down. Ang nauuna, yung emotional side ng brain. Yun yung fight or flight. And we react instead of respond. Sometimes using physical force or shouting at our children. Another reason may be mirror neurons or triggered trauma. Alam niyo ba that the way our child speaks, cries, and defies us can trigger our own childhood wounds? Ito yung tinatawag na emotional triggers. Yung pag sumasagot sa inyo ang inyong anak, nararamdaman nyo na parang inaaway kayo. Kasi noon, bawal kayong sumagot sa inyong mga magulang. Or kapag nagtatantrum siya, umiinit ang ulo nyo kasi bawal din kayong umiyak dati. Mirror neurons in our brain activate when we see others expressing strong emotions. Kaya minsan, galit din ang response natin, especially if we've never learned emotional regulation growing up. Minsan, mainit ang ulo nyo because there's an unhealed part of us that gets triggered. Another reason may be overwhelm or unrealistic expectations. We're juggling being a parent, a worker, a partner, and a provider. Tapos, may expectations tayo sa ating sarili at expectations sa ating mga anak na dapat marunong siya, dapat behave siya, at dapat lagi siyang nag-o-obey. But your child is still learning, and so are you. Another reason may be the guilt cycle. After nating magalit, magigilty tayo. Pero instead of learning from it, we just punish ourselves after, or we'll just accept na hindi na natin kayang magbago, which makes us feel worse and hopeless. Then, mauulit na naman yon. Then, like a cycle, it repeats itself. At kung napapansin nyo, paulit-ulit lang ang behavior ninyo at ng inyong mga anak. It becomes a cycle of blame and not awareness. Try thinking, bakit kaya mainit ang ulo ko ngayon? Saan ito nanggagaling? That shift from blame to curiosity can change everything. Here are 5 practical tips that you can do para mabawasan ang init ng ulo ninyo sa inyong mga anak. Number 1, name your emotions. Parang naiinis ako sa anak ko ngayon, pero ang feeling ko dahil pagod ako galing trabaho. Number 2, pause before reacting. Pikit, hinga, count to 5 bago magsalita. Number 3, regulate yourself first. One way to regulate is to drink water or wash your hands because evidence shows that anything related to water or a change in temperature regulates your emotions. Or remove yourself from the room or the altercation. Number 4, check your unmet needs. Kulang ba kayo sa tulog, gutom, pagod sa trabaho, kulang kayo sa support, or kulang ba kayo sa oras para sa sarili? And number 5, repair after the rupture. Apologize and tell your child, anak, sorry ha. Hindi ikaw ang dahilan ng galit ko kanina. Usap tayo. Apologizing to our children is not a sign of weakness. It's actually a sign of love and respect. Kapag nakita ng inyong anak na marunong kayong mag-regulate ng emotion at marunong kayong mag-sorry, matututo rin siya. Kung palaging mainit ang ulo nyo, hindi ang anak nyo ang may issue. Kailangan bilang magulang at mas nakakatanda, tayo ang gagawa ng paraan para intindihin ang ating mga anak. At kasama din dito ang pag-iintindi sa ating sarili. Being a better parent is also being a better person. Let's check on ourselves first before we check on the problems we're having on our children. Like, share, and tag a parent who needs to hear this. And if you want more parenting content, please follow or subscribe.